Hey, howdy there again, folks. Sorry, my wasn't sure if my camera on my phone was actually recording. At some point in time, if I want to keep doing these videos and potentially expand into other videos, I really should get like a proper camera and stuff. Especially since the audio is really terrible on these. I apologize for that. But for the time being, it's the phone. So, till the very let me put it to you this way, folks. If if my crappy sidekick, the terrible old ladder, is still in the background, camera's probably a little ways off. Seeing as how that would require the effort of me taking it and moving it out into either the garage or maybe the closet or something like that, and instead it's just right there. So, camera's a little bit off, especially since I'd have to like learn how to work with it and like software and things like that. I'm not that guy. Not that guy. I just eat things and crap and stuff, and then I talk about it. That's the format of the show that you're about to watch. Anyway, folks, yes, indeed, that is the format of the show that I do. I try out new food and drink items and stuff like that. Sometimes I do restaurant highlights and stuff. I like to do more of those, man, but I live in Illinois, and we went over there, and for a little while, they cleared us, with all the pandemic stuff and everything. They cleared, like, restaurants and stuff. And they turned it back around, so, that sucked too, man, because I know at least a couple places in my local area that was the final straw for them, so. Anyway, folks, I'm not trying to get any super negativity or anything like that, and hey, I know it's all for, our protection and stuff, so we're all gonna get through this together, and we're gonna do the thing and beat the COVID. That's right, I said COVID. I said it, YouTube. Kiss my ass. Fucking YouTube doesn't give a shit about the hell I say. Anyway, folks, what am I going to try for you today? Well, folks, it had to happen eventually. Given enough time, I was certainly going to have to run into something Rick and Morty related. Yes, indeed, folks. Boom! It is Pringles Honey Mustard Morty Special Edition Rick and Morty. Yeah, it's Pringles, but it's Rick and Morty related. They did have a Rick, which was like a dill pickle, pickle Rick and such. That show was a lot of fun before it just became way too oversaturated. And it's such a shame because it's not the fault of the writers or, I know a lot of people talk about the toxicity of the fans. Granted, they don't help sometimes, but it's just so oversaturated. Everything became Pickle Rick. It loses its fun. But yeah, I saw these. I am not doing these because these are Rick and Morty related. In fact, I haven't even seen. I saw season 1 and season 2 of Rick and Morty, and I enjoyed it. It was a fun show. Me and my friends would watch it. I have not seen a season since, so it's nothing super against it. I have other things to watch. I have a million billion movies. I used to do kung fu movie reviews. If you go down far enough in my things, they're still there. I was younger. I had more hair up top, and I was a lot less fat. So, if you're ever interested in what me looking like 0.5% sexier would be like, go watch those videos. Oh, they're cringeworthy at best. Anyway, folks, yeah, I figured I'd give these a shot. I said not because they're Rick and Morty related. I mean, if you want to say that it is for, for the clickbait or whatever, trust me, folks, there ain't no clickbait to what I do. Ain't no, I'm not getting millions of views or anything because I'm reviewing fucking honey mustard Pringles. No, I did these because I honestly don't think I've ever had honey mustard Pringles. I don't know if they're an actual flavor. I believe dill pickle Pringles are a flavor. Not one that I generally partake in because I'm not the biggest dill pickle guy. But with honey mustard, I do like honey mustard. I don't know if I'm going to be super into it in a chip, but I like Pringles. I trust the Pringle man. He hasn't let me down so far. Unlike fucking Jared from Subway or, I don't know. There's some other awful mascots that screwed everything up. There was that one, I watched a thing on it where basically I can't remember, but like, basically this one mascot pretty much sank this entire food chain because he was so terrible. How that wasn't Jared, I don't know. Now that I think about it. But anyway, folks, yeah, I figured I'd give these a shot. I imagine I'll enjoy them. By the way, still sporting my Altered Beast shirt. Fantastic Altered Beast shirt. I just got through doing my Mountain Dew holiday. I drank more of it in between. I'm sure I'll drink more of it after I have some Pringles. And by the way, if for whatever reason you're interested in, and this is not a promo at all, because I'm literally not even promoting anything specific. Just go to like Google Images and type in like Altered Beast shirt. This will eventually come up. So if you like the cool comic book design and everything, that's why I got it. I saw it as a meme, and I was like, that is a badass meme. And I was like, one day I was like, I wonder if there's a shirt, and sure enough, there was a shirt. It's a great shirt. So usually I like to tell a story or something to associate with the item at hand. I don't know if I have a particularly good Pringles story. I'm honest with you. I've had plenty of Pringles in my day. Don't get me wrong, folks. Usually I go with the pizza flavor because I'm a fat guy. Yeah. And pizza is delicious. So, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I have like a particularly, I have the story that everybody has who's ever had Pringles, who has like normal human-sized hands, wherein once you get to a certain point, you have to like claw your hands in there to get at them, or conversely, you lift them up to do this, and they all whack you in the face. I've had that happen a few times. So, I'm surprised that it doesn't smell more honey mustardy, if I'm honest. So, now, I'm going to do this in 3 stages. First one, I'm going to do a single chip. No one eats a single Pringle. It is like a sin against all man, all nature, any and all gods. It's a sin. But, when you see how it stands alone by itself, and I'm going to do it the proper way, like this. Okay. It kind of did what pretty much all Pringles flavors do, in my opinion, wherein you get a nice little burst of flavor at the beginning, and that very quickly gives way to like the compressed potato flavor, because Pringles are not potato chips. They have been destroyed and reconstructed, okay? That's how Pringles are made. But it's partially why they're good, because they're their own thing. But I will say, Lay's stacks, less flavors by far, but the flavors they do have, at least in my opinion, tend to be a little bit more flavorful. So, but I tend to go Pringles overall, though. Again, I trust the Pringles, man. Look at mustache. Yeah, I trust that mustache. Now, folks, I'm going to do the standard for myself, the twofer. This is what I usually go for. Double the flavor, double the power. Here we go. Vastly superior. How just adding a single chip adds on that much flavor, I don't know. It is some sort of alchemy. But definitely better overall. It's not a super heavy honey mustard flavor, which is a good thing. I don't think you would want like a honey mustard type sauce from, maybe a fast food place or something. I don't think you'd want that much flavor in each chip. But 2 of these together gives you a nice little ride of it. You don't get the tang that you would get, with a honey mustard. But you do get, that flavor, which is, like I said, it's good. I'm not a big mustard guy. I like certain mustards. And honey mustard is probably near the top, because Like, it's kind. I mean, let's be honest. It's kind of a kid's mustard. It's, sweet, and it's not yellow mustard, which is, I'm sorry, it's just, I don't dig yellow mustard at all. Now, folks, we're going into territory that only madness can lead us into. We're going for the threefer, folks. Okay? Not in your wildest nightmares or imaginations could you fathom the amount of flavor that I'm about to unleash upon myself. I might not even survive. This might be the final episode of my sampling platter videos. That might be it, folks. And I know for some of you, that's a moment you're waiting for. But if the one chip challenge didn't kill me, I did that video too, I think I'll be able to handle this. But perhaps only just. Let's give it a shot. And yeah, the alchemy is a fickle mistress. I think, for me, 3 is too much. But, not because of the overwhelming flavor, but the overwhelming texture. I've spent more time chewing the chips and dealing with, the compressed potato flavor than really getting to enjoy the flavor of the honey mustard. That's why, for me, I think 2 is absolutely perfect. In fact, Pringles. Come out with some extra thick chips. How is that not a thing? Ladies and gentlemen, if you happen to know the Mr. Pringle man, give me his number. I got some business opportunities for him. Extra thick. With the thickness, folks. It's year 2020, folks. Thickness is a good thing. Anyway. With the fluid and such. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Okay, cool. My phone froze for a second with me holding the thing up like this. So, anyway, folks, that's it for me with the Pringles. Would I recommend them? Absolutely. If you like honey mustard, give them a shot. They're decent honey mustard chips. I don't know how many other honey mustard chips are available, so would I get them because of the association with Rick and Morty? If you really love the show and you want a collectible, you could keep them and eventually sell them to, Brad from Cinema Snob, 15 years later at, a super upcharged price. I generally do not do the out-of-date foods. I did once do an out-of-date Ohana drink, which wasn't going to be good to begin with anyway. But yeah, I wouldn't get them for the association. But if you're a fan of Rick and Morty that much, hey, man, pick them up. I got them at a gas station somewhere. I couldn't tell you which one. Anyway, folks, that's it for me. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to sign off. You can do 5 things for me before I do. Go ahead and have yourself a spectacular rest of your day, stupendous rest of your week, phenomenal rest of your month, an amazing rest of your year, and a honey mustard filled rest of your life. If you really like honey mustard, maybe you're a tangy barbecue guy, in which case, tangy barbecue. Maybe you're over there, you're a Szechuan sauce girl. Oh yeah, I brought that back around, didn't I? What kind of sauce you are, folks. Have that kind of life. Last 2 things, folks, you could go over there, especially in the times we're in. If you could bring some positivity into the world, it would be vastly appreciated. Not always possible, I realize. Don't beat yourself up. If you can't, I can't always do it. There's days when I'm just down on the couch, just I'm watching Kung Fu movies all day. Fuck the world. If nothing else, though, folks, try not to be an asshole. I watch the Kung Fu movies, and I'm not always the most pleasant person, but I tend to keep that shit to myself when I can. And the final thing, folks, which, by the way, I do want to add this as just a little amendment to the last thing I said. If you're struggling, folks, do not keep it to yourself. Do not. As tempting as it is, let people know that you're struggling, because they want to help you. And it might not feel like it. Might feel like, it's just a thing, but hey, trust me. Do yourself that favor. Reach out. And if any of my friends or family, because I am obviously going to be posting this on Facebook, is probably where I get most of my views for this stuff anyway, hey, I'm available. You hit me up on Messenger, or, if you're a family member or whatever, shoot me a text. Always available. Always. So, I have weird hours, so it might take me a little time, but we'll work it out. Anyway, folks, last thing, if you could go over there and do the thing, whatever the thing is for you, go out and do it. You go over there, you start that microbrewery. You go over there, you invent a better Eggs Benedict. I love Eggs Benedict. Oh man, that's such a good thing. Like I said in my last thing, I got a hamster, so that's what I did. Whatever that thing is, folks, you go out and you do it. Anyway, folks, it's going to be it for me. Good for the Pringles, and eventually eat these over a long period of time.